Okay, cool. So this is about the 6th time I've tried this now. So we're gonna go ahead and make this one the final one. We're gonna run all the way through, no matter what happens, who comes in here, whatever the case might be. We're gonna go through this the entire way, unscripted, no edits. So let's jump right into it. So what are we talking about? We are going to be talking about trust and authority on IG, Instagram, and how you can use that to close more deals, right? How can you build trust, how can you build authority, and then how can you use those two to close deals? And that's the secret sauce I'm gonna give you at the end of this. So the number one thing we wanna focus on first is going to be trust. Why do we wanna focus on trust? Well, if no one trusts you, no one's gonna buy from you. The biggest thing that people are forcing people to do now is buy now and die. So if you are just building trust and you are building relationships, there goes my marker. If you are building trust and you are building relationships on Instagram, rather than forcing people to buy right now, you are going to win and you're going to close more deals. Okay, let's talk about trust. The number one way to build trust, and this entire strategy works or does not work if you don't do that. Talk behind the camera, just like I'm doing right now. If you are not talking behind the camera, and go check out your competitor's Instagram page, I bet you they're not doing this. I bet you they're not talking behind the camera. If they're not, you're already one step ahead, and you can start captivating on this right away. Start talking behind camera, and you're gonna be one step ahead because you're gonna build more trust than these guys ever can. So, number one thing is talking on camera. Number two is going to be your value and educational content. This is what we're posting. We are educating our audience, our following on what to do. And we can even break this down a little bit more. Here are 3 types of value. So, how do we provide value and educational content? You're watching me do it right now. As much as people don't want to do this, give away free advice. Give away free advice. Give away free things for your following. Let's say you are a detailing company. Give away some free advice on how someone should clean their car. Or give away free advice on the proper way you clean cars and how they should be cleaning theirs. Or why they should get a ceramic coating. Give advice. Give details. Give, and give. The more you can give to your people, the more you will get. It's a give and get kind of situation. Give 3 times, get 1. Alex Ramosi said it best. Second on top of this is, do you need us? Do you need us? So this isn't part of the value, or actually I would say this is more of the educational content side. This is the value, this is the educational. Do you need us? If you're a plumber, all right, cool. Try these 3 tips before calling us to check out if your situation can be fixed. Try this, this, and this. You may not even need to call us. That is educational. Educating people on your product or your service, seeing if they even need it, or just educating a little bit more. And then on top of this, what is best, or how we do it. So, if I was a concrete guy like Justin with Solid State Concrete, for creating valuable and educational content, I would go ahead and show the entire process of pouring concrete from start to finish. This is how we do this. Then we move into this, and then we move to this, and this, and this. This entire goal right here is you are nurturing these people that are coming in. And I'll show you how you're gonna build your following, obviously through running ads. But when you're building trust and you're talking behind the camera and you're putting these 2 together, like these, I'm gonna put it over here. These 2 work hand in hand. If you're not doing these 2 together, it's not gonna work. If you're doing these 2 together and you're giving free advice, you're providing valuable content, you're telling people that maybe you need to do this first, you're educating and giving away free knowledge, and you're doing these 2, you are going to build trust. There's no way you don't, because you're giving away free advice, free stuff. That's how you build trust. Boom, right there. That's the fastest way. And then the cherry on top of all of this is just being genuine and honest. People just want to know who you are. What are some genuine things about you? What's a little bit about your personal life? Do you like to do a certain hobby? This pardon me, is the best right here. Being genuine, being honest, and getting yourself out there a little bit more. To be 100% honest with you guys, me talking behind this camera right now is very nerve-wracking, and doing this all unscripted is very nervous. But I'm getting better at it because I've tried it 6 times. So this is basically your entire trust funnel in a sense. If you wanted to call it the trust funnel, you could. We'll go ahead and call it that just for the fun of it. But the trust funnel. Talking behind the camera, providing valuable and educational content, and being genuine and honest. This right here is how you're going to build trust. Now, let's go over here and talk a little bit about authority. Now, do you have to be an authority to sell? No. Does it help? Yes. So if you are the #1 authority in your market, people know who you are. And that's going to take time to build. We can help you build authority. But the #2 ways you're going to build authority is through testimonials. So this is #1 right here. I'm going to put a star next to this. And 2 is consistency. This is huge if you don't have this, testimonials. If you don't have testimonials, consistency is the best. If you can show people you are consistent with something every single day, you're going to seem like an authority, like you know what you're doing, you know your stuff. That's how you get this. And on top of this, if you want to take this testimonial one step further, we can call this the #1 plus, is customers talking on camera about your service, about you. That's even more authority. If you can get a customer testimonial right here, and they are talking to you or talking on camera about you and about your service, that is going to build more authority and trust as well. It's going to do both. This is a wombo combo right here, the double whammy. This is going to get you more trust and more authority right off the get-go. Okay? And pardon with me here, I'm just kind of going off my mind going into this, so some of this might be a little bit different, a little bit, might stutter here and there, but that's okay. So that's basically it. That's trust and authority. Now, how do we take these two and get what we all want the most? More money in our pockets, more closed deals. Let's show you. This, we're going to wipe this off a little bit because it might just a little too crazy. You can see I've wiped this off about 6 times. Boom. This is the most free sauce you will receive, and if there's one thing from this video that you need to pay attention to the most, is this. Here's the funnel. The most important part. This is how you get them to close deals. So, at the top of the funnel, you have people who are unaware you exist. No idea who you are, what your service is, just completely unaware. That's why we have to run ads. That's the top of the funnel. You gotta run ads to drive people to your page. The reason for this is, and Hermosi again said this the most, is you need to remind people 4 hours a day that you exist, that your service is here, you're still alive. And the only way, unless you are calling people 4 hours out of your day every single day, that you can remind people you exist 24/7 is through ads. So you have to run ads no matter what. To predictably scale a business, advertising is a must. If you've scaled your business off word of mouth, referrals, Facebook groups and BNI groups, and you're not running ads, you need to start because it will die off. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So ads are the #1 way to tell the unaware that you exist. So we run ads to the IG profile. Boom, run ads to the IG profile. Once that happens, we then start the trust building process through our content. So our content builds trust and authority. That's number one. Instagram, they're going to go to your Instagram page and they're going to see all of this valuable content that you're giving them. All this valuable content, educating them, just giving it out there for the benefit of them, and they're going to start to trust you more because you're helping them and you just genuinely care. I'm making this video because I genuinely care about every business here and I just want to see them grow. If they choose me, if they don't choose me, that's okay. I just want to see growth. That's all I want. And all I want for all people. So you have to run Instagram ads to your Instagram profile and you're going to nurture them with content and building trust. From there, we guide them to the DMs. We are going to guide them to the DMs because they trust us now. We've built a little bit of trust and we've shown we're a little bit of an authority. So once we've done those two things, we are going to guide the followers to the DMs. And once we get them to the DMs, we nurture them. Nurture, and most important thing right here, I'm actually going to go ahead and break this down over here. Nurture and relationship. Relational. So we run it to the profile. Then we run it to build trust and authority. We guide them to the DMs, and then we nurture and relational and relationship them. Now that sounds super weird to say because I didn't really have like a solid word to call it. But what do we mean by this? Don't sell them. This is what I see most businesses doing right off the get-go, and you'll shoot yourself in the foot like this. Now, gone are the days of people who want to be sold to right away. This is why we don't preach lead forms. This is why we don't preach landing pages. This is why we preach the Instagram profile. Because when we're driving them to the Instagram profile, we're only asking for a simple follow. When we guide them to a landing page, we're selling them. Or we guide them to a lead form, they know a salesman's going to call them in the next hour. Do not sell people. Do not pitch. That is not what people want to do. Do not do this. Do not sell people. Make a bigger point here. Okay, red's dead. Have fun. Okay, do not sell them. What do? We're going to go, actually I ran out of room, so I'm just going to go ahead and wipe. So if we're not selling them, what are we doing? That works. We are building relationships. And when you do this, you know what you also do? You build more trust. That's the crazy part about this. So we guide them to the DMs and we just genuinely talk to them. Build trust with them. Talk to them. See how they are as a person. Get to know them a little bit. Build a relationship with them. Once you have built the relationship, then you from either there can go into selling a little bit, or what I like to do is once you, and I say go into selling, I take that back. Do not do that. Guide them to the phone. To a phone or talk. Guide them to the phone. Actually, no, sorry. Scratch that. Going back. Told you guys, this is raw and uncut. From there, once we've built the relationship, what do? We ask for interest. Why? We ask for interest. Are they interested in our services? Yes or no? No? Okay, cool. Talk to them later about it. Yes? Great. Then you move to this. Then you move to the phone call or meet. And then you close them. This is what 90% of businesses are not doing right now, and this is what we teach you how to do. But I just gave it all away for you for free if you want to try it yourself. If you do, go for it. The number one advice I can give you is this and this are the two things you need to focus on first before focusing on this. Because if you are not talking on camera, you are not building valuable and educational content, and you are not being genuine with your prospects, or I don't want to call them prospects, but with the people you are communicating to on a regular basis, then this doesn't work, right? This also doesn't work if you don't run Instagram ads. That's number one. On top of this too, this doesn't work if you have no authority. If you are nobody and nobody can trust you because you have no authority, you have no testimonials, and you're not consistent with what you're currently doing, then, well, this doesn't work. So, this is everything. You run the ads to the Instagram profile. The content then builds trust and authority. You guide them to the DMs, you nurture and relationship them, you ask for interest, you then set up the meet, and then you close them. That is a lot of information. And this is what we are teaching service-based businesses to do. And with this, they're closing high-ticket deals weekly. So this is the entirety. I call it the trust and authority funnel. This is probably the number one thing for service-based businesses. And if you found this educational and informative for you, thank you so much for watching. Definitely hit us up if you would like some help implementing this into your business. We can get you results guaranteed through this. And on top of this, you want to be first. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy my scribbles. I hope you can read my handwriting looking at it right now. I don't think anybody can read this. But we went ahead and we tried to give them as much value as we can. Go out there, give as much value as you can to the world, make somebody smile, and it will come back to you and you will prosper. Have an amazing day.